Hello and welcome to this video. Today we'll be looking at what we see on our computers that comes from things that existed before. And I'll be showing you real scenarios where we'll be looking at a typewriter and we'll be looking at a printery that uses mobile LED-based characters. So that will be very interesting. So I hope you'll enjoy this journey where we'll see the bridge that exists between bygone eras of typography and modern technology. So we'll look first at where paragraph marks come from, and you'll see it's linked with typewriters. And after that, we'll see where the expression uppercase and lowercase come from. So let's start with what happened with paragraphs and new lines, and we'll see the difference between what is called a hard break and a soft break. A hard break basically means that you'll be creating a new paragraph. And on your computer, you will see that if you show the non-printing characters, you will see the Pilcrow sign, which is this one here indicated by the red arrow. So that is a Pilcrow sign, and that means that you will get a new paragraph. As you see here, there's a space between the two lines, and this is because there's a new paragraph. Now, a soft break. A soft break means you will be creating a new line and the cursor will go at the beginning of the line. So when you're doing a soft break, you'll be doing Shift Enter, for example, in Microsoft Word. And if you see the sign where the orange arrow is, it's not the same as the Pilcrow. So the computer recognized that what we need to do is go to a new line and place the cursor at the beginning of the line, and we start typing again. So that's a different way of showing that. Now, what does the computer see? Well, if I take the Microsoft Word document I created, and if I open it in, for example, Notepad++, what I will see is that everything is the same at the end. So why is that? It's saying CR and LF everywhere. Well, in fact, computers use extra code to make the difference between where you will want a space to create a paragraph and where you don't want it. I won't go into the details, but I will be explaining now what is these CR and LF. So CR is carriage returns. It means that the cursor goes back to the left or to the right if your language goes in the other direction. And LF means you move to a new line. So what does this mean in real life? Well, let's see that on a typewriter right now. So I got my hands on this typewriter and I restored it, and now it works okay. So let's try and see how we can understand what is carriage return and line feed. So the machine is set in such a way that when you are writing, the thing moves, and when you reach the end of the line, that is when you're going to reach what you have set up here as a margin, and you get close to it, you hear that sound, okay? And now if you want to write again, two things need to happen. Okay, so you can still go a little bit further to write, and then you're going to hit your margin. So that's my margin here, and I can't move any further. Okay, so I need two things to happen. I need to go back to the left of the page so I can write, and I need to move one line down. And the movement to go back to where you start, to be at the most left position next to your margin on your paper, is a carriage return. So let's do that now. We are moving the carriage, okay? And now I hit the maximum position for the carriage, okay? But I'm still on the same line. If I write, I'm going to meet what I've written already. And now what I need to do is to feed paper. And to do that, I'm going to press further, and now I've just done a line feed. So you see here, my text has moved up. So if I write here something, okay, so something, and I want to write to the next line, okay? Now let's feed paper. you see it went up, and I can go back to my margin and feed paper again. Okay, so that is line feed, feeding paper, and going back to the original position is a carriage return. And it is interesting to know also that the line spacing has already been done on these machines in such a way that you can set up here at the top and you have your margin. So that was on 2. I can do 1.5 line, or I can do just 1. Okay, so you can see the spaces here. So if I go back to something here, do 1 line feed. Okay, so again. Okay, so that's a very large space. But if I do 1, okay, I will have just 1 line feeding. So carriage return, line feed, stop, and you see now that they are closer together. So that's the way it was done before. Now in another section of the video, I'll show you what is the meaning of uppercase and lowercase, okay? But it is interesting to see that on typewriters, okay, lowercase is what you get already, okay? So that is lowercase, okay? But if you move the thing up, okay, so I'm pressing a key and the whole thing goes up, and now I can uppercase. As you can see here, lowercase, uppercase. So that's interesting. So let's explain that further to what was used in graphics printeries back then. So I went to a printery that still uses mobile characters like this. They are lead based. That's actually lead plus antimonium plus tin, if I remember correctly. And they have to select the characters they'll be using one by one, and these come in drawers. Okay, so they have in front of them drawers such like this, and now the specialist is going to show me where things are located, and that will help us explain uppercase and lowercase. So here is what he uses. So all the way down here from where his ends are, all the way to the bottom, this is all lowercase, okay, because this is sorted in cases that are closer to him, okay. And now if he moves it, we see at the top here, this section has all the uppercase letters, okay, and these here are accentuated uppercase letters. So you see here the big M, so that's uppercase. So this is where capitalized letters are. They stored it in the uppercase in the drawer. All the regular letters were in the lower drawers. And here is where the numbers are stored. So that's the cases for the numbers as well. And there you have it. So that's where this expression comes from, sorting the characters in each case. And that's why you can select the case of a letter, it being upper or lower, or it being capitalized or not. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.